TARDIS. Yes, you were very lucky to get that, I have to say. And that man was quite cross. Oh, it's the Poppets. Hello, my little Poppets, mums and dads. And welcome back to story time once again. Well, just in time for story time, I should say. We have just walked in the door. We've only been home for about 15 minutes because Stinky and I were at a yard sale. We quite often look for yard sales. You can see them advertised in the paper, in the newspaper, and you can pick up some wonderful bargains. And Stinky, yes, Stinky was that, yes, I'm going to hold it up, dear. Stinky was lucky enough to get a toy TARDIS from Doctor Who. An absolutely marvellous toy, I have to say. And he was so excited when he saw this in a box with a whole lot of other bits and pieces. And when I asked the man how much the toy TARDIS was, he was quite cross actually, and he said, "How did that get out there?" And I said to Stinky, yes, well, I was just sitting there on the table with some other bits and pieces, and he was very, very cross because he said it shouldn't have been out there and that it was part of his collection. Well, when he saw how sad little Stinky's face was, yes, oh yes, you were quite upset, weren't you? Yes, you were. He felt that sorry for Stinky. He said that he could part with the TARDIS because he did have two other toys very much like this one in his collection. And Stinky was also lucky enough to get the Doctor Who. How exciting. Yes, his very own Doctor Who. So Stinky has had a wonderful time. He's been playing with his TARDIS. And I think he wants to watch a little bit of Doctor Who later on, don't you? Yes, he does. Yes, well, yard sales, and lots of fun they are indeed. I do like a good yard sale. You never know, my dear Poppets, what you're going to find. Yes, you just have to look out for that cranky man. He was very cranky, wasn't he? Yes, but it was all right in the end. It sort of worked out, didn't it? Yes, it did. Well, I suppose before we crack on with today's story, my dear Poppets, I have to mention the book competition once again. Yes, just to remind all the dear Poppets and mums and dads, the book competition will be drawn on the 9th of December. Yes, and you will be lucky, well, if you're that lucky Poppet, you can expect to win that Pesky Rat, another wonderful book by Lauren Child. This is a good one, I have to say. And book number 2 is Pick the Winner by Aaron Blavey. So if you're lucky enough, you might be that lucky Poppet that wins these two marvellous books. And all you have to do is give Mrs. Wiffle Waffle 3 reasons why you enjoy story time so very much, and pop it in the comment box down below on our recent uploads, and that will be lucky Poppet will be drawn on the 9th of December. Well, we better crack on with today's story, Stinky, which is called The Very Cranky Bear. A very, very cute book, I have to say, and I'm looking forward to reading this one. Yes, Stinky chose this one, and it does look like a cracker. And of course, The Very Cranky Bear is written by Nick Bland, the author there at the very bottom. Yes, this does look like a cracker, so I suppose, Stinky, we should get on with it, shouldn't we? Yes, I know, I'm waffling on, I can't help it. Waffling on like I do. Yes, and here we go, my dear Poppets. In the jingle jangle jungle, on a cold and rainy day, 4 little friends found a perfect place to play. Moose had marvellous antlers and Lion a golden mane. Zebra had fantastic stripes, and Sheep, well, Sheep Stinky, was rather plain. Yes, well, Sheep was rather plain. And there's all the wonderful animals there. Lion with his wonderful mane, and Zebra with his stripes, and Sheep is rather plain. Yes, and Moose, of course, has wonderful antlers. All these spectacular animals looking for a place to play. None of them had noticed that someone else was there. Sleeping in that cave, Stinky, was a very cranky, yes, I wonder who it is. I have a suspicion, I have to say. Bear! Roar went the cranky bear. Roar, roar, roar! He gnashed his teeth and stomped his feet, Stinky, and chased the animals out of the door. So in the jingle jangle jungle on a cold and rainy day, 4 little friends had nowhere warm, Stinky, to play. and there they are there being chased back out into the rain by a very, very cranky bear. A very cranky bear like our cranky man at the yard sale. Yes, he had his hands on his hips, I have to say. Very cranky indeed. Yes, perhaps he woke up on the wrong side of the bed, I'm not sure. Wait a minute, said Zebra, as she scratched her furry chin. Maybe if we cheered him up, he'd let us come in, Stinky, back in. If I did not have stripes, said Zebra, I'd be cranky too. We should give that bear some stripes. That's what, Stinky, we should do. Stripes are silly, Moose complained, especially on a bear. My antlers always cheer me up. Let's give the bear a pair. Do you think that they should give the bear some antlers, Stinky? What's that? You don't think they should? Yes, well, I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder how the bear will feel about a pair of antlers. I don't know. Yes, that might make him even crankier, I think. Yes, if he wakes up and he finds that they're back in the cave. No, 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 said Lion. Antlers are a bore. A golden mane like mine, he said, will cheer him up, Stinky, for sure. I wonder if that will, my poppets. Do you think a golden mane like Lion's will cheer up Bear? I don't know. I suppose we'll just have to find out and see. So Zebra fetched a tin of mud and Lion some grass of gold. Moose got 2 big branches, Stinky, and Sheep, well, Sheep got, what did he get? Sheep got cold! That's right, Stinky. Sheep got cold. Poor old Sheep is out in the rain. Goodness me, cold and out in the rain. Poor old Sheep, yes, his wool is getting very, very wet. He does look very cold indeed. Sheep was getting worried. They've been eaten up for sure. And then from in the cave, there came a very cranky... What do you think it was, Stinky? You think it was a cranky roar? Yes, well, perhaps it is. We'll just have to wait and see. Yes, oh, it is, a cranky roar. Zebra, Lion and Moose ran out and Bear was right behind them. They hid behind the bushes where they hoped he wouldn't find them. Why is he still cranky? He's got antlers, stripes and mane. Before we gave him those, Lion said, he looked, Stinky, so very plain. Well, there's Bear there, my dear poppets, and now he has a wonderful golden mane, some stripes and a pair of antlers. But Bear, of course, is still very, very cranky. He's not happy at all. And I think that's because, my dear poppets, he was quite happy with the way he was. He just wants some peace and quiet. Thank you, Stinky, doing a wonderful job, dear, holding the book. As Bear stormed back inside the cave, he turned and roared at Sheep. All I really want, he said, is a quiet place to sleep. Well, there's Bear there, and he is very, very angry, and all he wants is a quiet place where he can go to sleep, because bears do like to hibernate. So that's why he's so cross. Yes, he's a very tired and cranky bear, and he needs some shut-eye. So she fetched a pair of clippers and she clipped off half the wool. She stuffed it in a cotton bag until the bag was full. She tiptoed back inside the cave, Stinky. Excuse me, Bear, she said. What's that? She's a very polite sheep. Yes, she is. Would you like a pillow for underneath your head? Well, there's Sheep there, and she has clipped off a lot of her wool, and she has made a pillow for Bear. I wonder what he will think of the pillow. Yes, well, perhaps he'll like it. I think that would have to make it a lot more comfy to have a pillow in the cave. Well, thank you very much, said Bear, and soon he fell asleep. Maybe he was dreaming of a plain but thoughtful sheep. Oh, well, there he is there, and he was grateful for the pillow, and he was so grateful, my dear poppets, he let everyone else back into the cave where they can play, where it's nice and warm and dry. And Bear, of course, can sleep away. The end, and that was called The Very Cranky Bear by Nick Bland. A very, very cute story about a very cranky bear. And I did enjoy that one, Stinky, very much, I have to say. Yes, there's so many wonderful books. We're so very, very lucky. What's that? You want to play some more with your TARDIS? Yes, well, Stinky, you can, dear. After we've said goodbye to the Poppets, you can have some playtime and play with your TARDIS. All right then? Yes. Well, dear Poppets, mums and dads, we have come to the end of story time once again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Perhaps you could read a story about a very cranky bear, or perhaps you could be a bear and crawl around and be very, very cranky. And as always, my dear Poppets, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.